Student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani. This is the video number 61, and in this video we will be do a revision of the doubt questions. Question: starting with the sodium chloride, how would you proceed to prepare sodium metals, sodium hydroxide, sodium peroxide, sodium carbonate? Sodium metal, sodium hydroxide, sodium peroxide and sodium carbonate. So first preparation, sodium metal from NaCl, sodium chloride. So see, sodium metal is obtained by using down cell where fused mixture of the anhydrous NaCl 40%, calcium chloride 60% is electrolyzed using iron cathode and graphite cathode. So operating temperature is 873 Kelvin, and calcium chloride act as a flux and lower the fusion temperature, and calcium 2 plus ion are not discharged at the working potential at the cathode. So electrode reactions are given. Cathode is Na plus electron gaining electron convert into the Na, and anode 2Cl minus convert into the Cl2 plus 2 electron, loss of the electron. So on cathode and on anode. Then next is sodium peroxide formed by the sodium chloride. Sodium is heated in excess of the air. Excess of the air. And in air presence oxygen. So Na, sodium, react with the oxygen, so convert into the sodium oxide, and again sodium oxide react with oxygen, so convert into the sodium peroxide. Okay, 4Na plus O2 convert into the 2Na2O, and 2Na2O plus O2 convert into the sodium peroxide, 2Na2O2. Okay, next question is, what happens when first magnesium is burnt in air? So magnesium is burnt in air. This is what happens when first magnesium is burnt in air. So magnesium is burnt in air, that is means magnesium react with the oxygen, and otherwise magnesium react with the nitrogen. So magnesium react with the oxygen, so convert into the magnesium oxide, and then magnesium react with the nitrogen, so convert into the magnesium nitride. Okay, and a small amount of the magnesium nitride formed. Okay, and in this magnesium nitride present N2 gas. Okay, second one is quicklime is heated with silica. Quicklime that is means calcium oxide. So calcium oxide react with the silica SiO2, so convert into the calcium silicate CaSiO3. Okay, calcium oxide quicklime react with the silica SiO2, so convert into the calcium silicate CaSiO3. Third, chlorine react with slacked lime. Chlorine Cl2 react with slacked lime. Slacked lime that is means CaOH whole twice. So slacked lime react with the chlorine, so convert into the calcium chloride plus bleaching powder plus water. So CaCl2 plus CaOCl whole twice plus 2H2. Then fourth is calcium nitrate is heated. Calcium nitrate CaNO3 whole twice. So CaNO3 whole twice calcium nitrate whenever heated, so convert into the calcium oxide plus NO2 gas plus O2. So magnesium whenever burnt in air in presence of the oxygen and nitrogen, magnesium oxide and magnesium nitride form. Calcium oxide quicklime react with the silica, so convert into the calcium silicate CaSiO3. Then calcium oxide CaOH whole twice react with chlorine, so convert into the calcium chloride and bleaching powder CaOCl2. Then calcium nitrate CaNO3 whole twice, so convert into the calcium oxide plus NO2 and plus oxygen gas. Next question is, the hydroxide and carbonates of sodium and potassium are easily soluble in water. Hydroxide and carbonates of sodium and potassium are easily soluble in water. while the corresponding salt of magnesium and calcium are strongly soluble in water. So solubility of the salt in water depends on their lattice enthalpies and hydration enthalpies. Solubilities of the salt in water depends on their lattice enthalpy and hydration enthalpy. So these two enthalpy terms in turn depend on size and the charge of ion. Okay, so sodium and potassium ion, because here given hydroxide and carbonates of sodium and potassium. So sodium and potassium ions are larger in size and as compared to the magnesium 2 plus and then calcium plus 2 ion. So respectively, so smaller ions have larger lattice enthalpies and higher hydration enthalpy. Okay, so if you take smaller size ion, so it's larger enthalpies. Okay, so first is for carbonate and hydroxides of the alkali metals. The hydration enthalpies are greater, reason because these compounds are soluble in water, and then also these have larger in size. Okay, and then carbonates and hydroxide of the magnesium and calcium are strongly soluble in water because their lattice enthalpy of these compounds are smaller than the hydration enthalpy. Next question is, why are lithium salt commonly hydrated and those of the other alkali ions usually anhydrous? Why are lithium salt commonly hydrated and those of the other alkali ions usually anhydrous? So lithium salt, lithium plus ion is the smallest ion in the alkali metals group first, and it forms hydrated salt more easily than other metals. It is due to the so why are lithium salt commonly hydrated and those of the other alkali ions usually anhydrous? Soluble not only in water but also in acetone. Why are lithium salt commonly hydrated and those of the other alkali ions usually anhydrous? So reason is lithium salt. So lithium salt, that is means lithium plus is the smallest ion in alkali group, metal ion group first, and it forms hydrated salt more easily than other metals, and it is due to the high polarizing power. Reason is high polarizing power of lithium plus ion because of the smaller size. So high polarization power, and these ions polarize the water molecules more easily, and the water molecules are thus get attached to the lithium salt as water to of the crystallization. Okay, so lithium plus ion is the smallest ion. Its higher polarization power of the lithium plus, so due to the smaller size its polarization power high, and these ions polarize the water molecules more easily. So water molecules are get attached to the lithium salt and formation water of the crystallization. Here you see LiCl.2H2O. The next question is, why is lithium fluoride almost insoluble in water? Lithium fluoride almost insoluble in water, and lithium chloride soluble not only in water but also in acetone. So that is mean lithium fluoride, lithium plus and fluoride ion both are small size. Okay, lithium plus also small size, and lithium chloride here is small comparison, then it is a larger, Li plus and Cl minus. So lithium fluoride is almost insoluble in water, and lithium chloride is soluble because its lattice enthalpy of lithium fluoride is higher comparison than lithium chloride, and lithium chloride is more covalent. Reason because of bigger size of chloride ion, and which is quite polarizable, Fazan's rule. Okay, because small size distorted of the bigger size. Okay, so this is the according to the Fazan rules, and lithium chloride is less polar, so less soluble in water. So lithium chloride show covalent character, it is soluble in acetone. Next is what happens when sodium metal is dropped in water. Sodium metal is dropped in water. So here you see, whenever sodium metal is dropped in water, so hydrogen gas evolved. Okay, exothermic nature of the reaction. So 2Na plus 2H2O liquid convert into the 2NaOH plus hydrogen gas. So hydrogen gas is evolved when sodium is dropped in water, which catches fire due to the exothermic nature of the reaction, because of the evolution of the hydrogen gas, and energy also released, so exothermic reaction. Then second one is sodium metal is heated in free supply of air, and whenever sodium heated in free supply of air, so air in air present of the oxygen, so Na react with oxygen, so Na2O sodium oxide, and excess amount of the oxygen react with the sodium, so sodium peroxide form Na2O2. Okay, third one is sodium peroxide dissolved in water, and sodium peroxide, that is means Na2O2, sodium peroxide Na2O2 dissolved in water 2H2O, so convert into the NaOH and hydrogen peroxide, Na2O2 plus 2H2O liquid, 2NaOH and H2O2 aqueous. Next question is state as to why. First is a solution of the Na2CO3 is alkaline. Sodium carbonate is alkaline. So Na2CO3 is alkaline, we have to check by hydrolysis reaction. So sodium carbonate dissolved in the water, so convert into the NaOH and then H2CO3. So sodium carbonate hydrolysis gives a strong base NaOH and then weak acid H2CO3. Okay, so this is the reaction that is represent sodium carbonate is alkaline, because it is hydrolysis reaction gives a strong base and then weak acid, and so its aqueous solution is alkaline. Okay, and Na2CO3 is salt of the strong base and then weak acid. Then next question is alkali metals are prepared by electrolysis of their fused chlorides. Alkali metals are prepared by electrolysis of their fused chlorides. Okay, fused chloride, that is means here it is because of the two reasons. First is melting points of the anhydrous chloride is reasonably low to carry out the electrolytic reduction. Okay, and then second one is if the electrolytic reduction is done in aqueous medium, so water is reduced and then hydrogen gas is evolved instead of the getting the alkali metal. So if the electrolytic reduction is done in aqueous medium, so water is reduced and hydrogen gas also evolved. So instead of the getting the alkali metal, because the discharge potential of hydrogen is lower than that of the alkali metals. Then third, sodium is found to be more useful than potassium. So sodium is more useful. So here two reasons. Despite the close similarities of the chemical properties between the sodium and potassium, in biological functions are very different, because sodium ions are found primarily on the outside of the cell, and because of the Na plus ion actively expelled from cells, and opposite way potassium ion are not. So these ion transport is also called sodium potassium pump, because one ion actively expelled from cells and a K plus ion are not, so outside and inside. So this is the sodium potassium pump, which involve the expulsions of sodium ion and take up of the potassium ions. Okay, so different ratio of the sodium and potassium ion inside the outside cells produces an electrical potential difference across the cell membrane, which is essential for the functioning of the nerve and muscle cells, and the movement of the glucose into cell is associated with Na plus ion, and whenever they enter the cell together. Okay, then a movement of the amino acid is similar to glucose. Clear? Na plus ion entering the cell must be expelled potassium ion inside the cell are essential for the metabolism of the glucose and the synthesis of proteins, activation of the some enzymes. Okay, that is means both Na plus and K plus are important, and Na plus ion participate to a larger extent context biologically and more useful. Okay, so these both ions are very important because it is very completely related with our biological function. Next question is write balanced equation for reaction between. First is Na2O2 and water. So Na2O2 react with water, so formation NaOH plus H2O2. Then KO2 and water. So KO2 react with water, so convert into the KOH, hydrogen peroxide, and then O2. Then third one is Na2O and CO2. So Na2O and CO2 react each together, so sodium carbonate solid are formed. Next question is, how would you explain the following observation? First is beryllium oxide is almost insoluble, but beryllium sulfate is soluble in water. So beryllium oxide is almost insoluble and beryllium sulfate is soluble in water. So reason here you see beryllium oxide. So oxide here, oxygen -2 valency and beryllium +2. So and here also beryllium sulfate, but here soluble. So depend on its size. Okay, so here is small size, distorted bigger size, and then easily soluble in water because it is make hydrogen bond, and it is not making hydrogen bond, and then negative hydration enthalpy. Okay, here in beryllium sulfate hydration enthalpy high, so it is soluble in water, and here beryllium oxide not a hydration enthalpy high. Next is barium oxide is soluble and barium sulfate is insoluble in water. Third is lithium iodide is more soluble than potassium iodide in ethanol. I already explained this question, but also you see example 10.10. Okay, and same reason related of the hydration enthalpy. Okay. Then next, which of the alkali metal is having least melting point? So sodium, rubidium, potassium and cesium. So cesium having least melting point because cesium is a bigger size of the atoms and which is responsible for metallic bond, weaker metallic bonds. Which one of the following alkali metals give hydrated salt? Lithium, sodium, cesium and potassium. So lithium. Reason because small size and higher charge density of the lithium plus ion, so which polarize the water molecules to a great extent, and lithium salt are hydrated. So here given lithium iodide and potassium iodide. So lithium iodide is more soluble. So here same reason, lithium is smaller size and high charge density. The next question is, which one of the alkaline earth metal carbonates is thermally the most stable? So alkaline earth metal carbonate is thermally the most stable. So magnesium carbonate, calcium carbonate, strontium carbonate and barium carbonate. So barium carbonate is thermal stability increase because its cationic size also increase. So due to this reason thermal stability increase. D.